Good morning, Holotable heroes, and welcome back to another Galaxy of Heroes video. The weekend has finally joined us, and we are going to get galactically challenged. Let's break this down. The global modifier in today's Galactic Challenge is Thunderous Applause. This is the democracy modifier ability that we see in Rise of the Empire TB. Essentially, when we inflict a number of debuffs, we will gain access to a special ability on all of our characters that lets us stun the enemy leader. Note that you can't actually kill the enemy leader until you have used Democracy 3 times or killed all the enemy's allies. It does also stun the enemy leader. It is very useful to us. However, that is not really the main concern here. Our modifier is for Scoundrels. We are gaining one step ahead, which is increasing our max health, max speed, and it gives us immunity to buff immunity. Whilst we're buffed, we take less damage, we have additional counter chance, and we inflict defense down whenever we attack. And this can't be resisted, which is lovely. While debuffed, we gain 10 speed, which is great for characters like Fennec. So we're facing off against the Imperial Troopers, and they have Imperial Edict. Essentially, they are gaining additional max health and protection, and whenever the allied leader uses a special ability during their turn, all Empire allies increase the damage they deal by 10% until the end of the encounter, which is a little bit scary, if you think about it. Alright, so feats. We need to win with a full team of Scoundrel allies. That's really not bad. There are some fantastic Scoundrel teams. We need to win with an undersized squad, and we need to win the battle after scoring at least 30 critical hits. All of these are very, very manageable, and I'm going to give you guys a couple of options. Okay, so first and foremost, let's go around into Scoundrels. My favourite team to use against these Scoundrels here, ladies and gentlemen, is... Hang on, let me adjust my camera real quick. Looking a lot prettier now. Okay, so for Scoundrels, I actually really like to use Bam here. I'm threatening Cat, but trust me when I say you do not need Cat, and we'll prove that to you very, very shortly. We're going in with Han, Chewie, and Dash. Okay, very, very simple, straightforward setup here. We're going with Bam, Cat, Han, Chewie, Dash. We use Han and Chewie because they are Scoundrels. Obviously, there's a full team of Scoundrels, but most importantly, speed doesn't matter, so we can immediately stun Piet out the gate. We don't have to worry about his special abilities. Next up, we've got our Bam going straight down into Whistling Birds. Dash does his big AoE. Babba-da-babba-da-bab. Look how beautiful we are. Great. So, what can we do now? We can swap this Xian over to Han, killing the Snowtrooper operative. Then we can go ahead and stun the enemy leader. Yep, Royal Guard taunts, and that's fine. We'll strip the taunt temporarily and just go ham. So here we are, bam, 20 stacks of Whistling Birds. Enemies looking upset with themselves. They all lose. Beautiful. Now what you can do here in this scenario is, because the enemy cannot actually... can't die because of his allies are still alive, you can actually farm Piet here to get those 30 critical hits. Just ignore that Death Trooper. He's not going to solo the rest of your team. So just focus on Piet for a while. Just get a couple of hits on him. It won't take that long, thanks to Dash hitting like 3 times on a basic, Han and Chewie doing their damage. You'll easily get those 30 critical hits. I know he counterattacked there and killed them, but trust me, between the AoE at the start from Dash and those hits there we did on Piet, you'll definitely hit those critical hits. But what if I hear you say, oh, Scribble, I don't have Kitty Cat. I don't have Kitty Cat. How can I possibly make that work? Well, one of the feats that we need to do is to Underman. You don't need her. Guys, you really don't need her. Trust me. You're still doing the Scoundrel feats. Well, you can't get the full team of Scoundrels, obviously, but the fact that this works just as well when you do not have Cat in there sort of goes to show how useful this team setup is. We don't change anything about the setup. The start is exactly the same. We go in, we get the Whistling Birds off, we do the big AoE from Dash, and then we just start going ham. Stun Piet at the start, just start killing somebody. We chose the operative. I like to try and go after Royal Guard here. Actually, he's probably not the best person to target right now. I think I'll actually go after Death Trooper here. Yep, lovely. Death Trooper's gone. Extra stunnage is there. Let's save Chewbacca's AoE for when Royal Guard taunts again. We'll shrug the old shoulders, stun the enemy leader again, and let's kill Snowtrooper. Lovely jubbly. And we can go ahead and take out Magna as well. Looking pretty. Look how easy this is. And once again, you could just do the same thing here again. If you didn't get it the first time round, give it another chance. Well, don't trigger Royal Guard's hit. Whatever. It's fine. You can just put this on auto. Dash and bam. easiest way to get the Scoundrel wins. Unless I suppose you've got Jabber. I don't have Jabber. However, we can actually do this with bounty hunters as well. If you don't happen to have Bam or Dash or even Kitty Cat, you can still get it done with bounty hunters with a little bit of a twist. So I'm going in with a very typical boss Cleed. I'm going to throw in Fennec here because I love Fennec, Grief, and we're going to throw in Mando. Now, who do you think the last bounty hunter is, guys? Spoiler warning, it's not a bounty hunter at all. We're just going to throw in Han Solo. He's still a Scoundrel. Still a Scoundrel. Doesn't matter. He's there to stun Piet at the start, and that's it. Locks down the team so they don't just completely roll over you at the start. You just go ahead and stun Piet. Lovely jubbly. Bosca's got his turn here. Get that taunt up. We're probably going to eat some damage now, and that's okay. Then I'm just going to do the mass assist on Snowtrooper here. Lovely. Then I'm going to call in Fennec because she hits multiple times. Beautiful. And then I think we'll go ahead and stun the enemy. We don't want them taking turns. Get the extra moves here. We'll shrug again. Ooh, let's stun the enemy again. Get that retribution. Mass assists. And then we've got to disintegrate up. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and disintegrate Death Trooper. Probably should have gotten rid of Royal Guard, truth be told. Fennec can then put the armor shred on Royal Guard. Oh, and we killed the operative. Oh no, that was Snowtrooper, wasn't it? Alrighty. So let's go ahead and just turn back some time. Or not. That also works. And there we go. We've got triple stacks of democracy. The enemy leader died. And now it's just a cleanup game. Super easy. Didn't lose a unit. Never in danger of losing a unit either. Super, super easy. Sometimes my own intelligence really surprises me, guys. What would you do without me being here? Hopefully this video was useful to you. If it was, please do hit that like button and consider subscribing to your boy Scribe because, I need validation and love and you're the people that can give it to me. Amazing. Have a great weekend, guys. Peace out.